Antu, hi and welcome. This is Mr. Mahau trying to convince his father that he is ready for his ride. He can ride this thing. So we are in mega build. So he just like saw this thing and he was like, "That I can show you that I can ride it. So please, you pay for it." And this is how we left mega build. We did something that was definitely not on the budget. And as you know, this thing, it is noisy, it causes headaches, it's everything. But for now, let me not even complain because it's not as bad. But the fact that it has a trailer, the trailer makes a lot of noise. But I know when he's 3 or when he's more than like 2 years, 6 months, I know will not rest. But anywho, this is like his first big toy that, yeah, we have ever gotten for him. Usually just more cars and here and there, but this is like the first thing that he has ever gotten for himself. Anywho, welcome back to our channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Mwaka, and on this channel we share homemaking videos, life with a toddler, being a mom and a wife, just everyday realistic vlogs is possible. So if you have been on this channel, you might see that we are in a different space, and I'd like to say yes, we moved. We got a bigger space, something that we are really happy with, because we've been looking for places but not exactly what we have been looking for, considering the spaces, the site, the location, the safety, just all these things. Yeah. And yes, we are sleeping on mattresses. So we bought 2 single mattresses to make up a king bed. So the base and the headboard is still yet to come, and we're gonna do that together. So you make sure that you subscribe so that you do not miss out on this series or on the journey of transforming. We had a bed, but that bed we don't like it very much. It's old now. Like, we literally had that bed. We bought that bed when we got married, and that's over. We have been married 6 years, so we are really tired of the bed. It's tired. It's also old. The bed is tired and it's old. So yeah, hence we are kind of upgrading. And by the way, we are really enjoying sleeping on the floor. So once we're done making up the bed, we move into the kitchen for breakfast, my son and I. And today we are having oats, and oatmeal with yogurt, mixed berry yogurt, and yeah, that's just our breakfast. We love each other's company, and we fight to eat, but not really fight. He's not really like a very difficult baby. Is he still a baby? He's still, guys. It's not like a very difficult baby. He's still my baby. He loves eating. When he stops eating, then he's full. So this is how it started, and in a few minutes, it looked like this. So this is what we are working with. Some from this morning, some from yesterday. But yesterday, I think there was just this, and perhaps had tea before sleep. And all this is coming from, whatever was left yesterday. So I was just putting everything in, what is this? In lunch boxes, so that I can just keep it in the fridge and wash everything. So that when I come back from taking the suits and everything in other errands, but it seems like I'll not finish doing everything today. I've decided I'm going to cut, because this is already to 1. So I've decided to cut some stuff. I'll do them tomorrow. Yeah, guys. So now we're gonna do some dishes, take a shower, and we leave the house. I'm taking them here and so to make it down there again. That's where they are. See, when you have a son, and maybe it's not easy. So here, taking all of this. Hi guys, we are back home. So now I just want to put blue death in the garden. Guys, when I tell you my plants are suffering, you see that? All of these were potential green peppers, but not anymore. At the back. You see this tiny one coming here. They're just all eaten. So why is my camera like this? So I must make sure now that I put blue death. And I'm putting blue death because I know not eat them now. It's quite a good produce, guys. The rain is really helping me. So now I just have to do this. After checking out the garden, it was time to start preparing for dinner. And for dinner is we are having pork, rice, and sauce. So the pork, I'm just going to like throw it in the oven, and that's it. And Mr. here was like, "Let's go watch TV, mommy." Like he doesn't care what I'm doing. So at this point, I really wanted to share with you guys what I was cooking. So I tried to bring out all my tripod, the ones that are broken, trying to fix them, to see the faults, to change parts from one tripod to the other, trying to see and trying to figure out a way in which we can really have this thing sorted. But if you watched my last vlog where I actually set up the office, I found new ways later on that day of the vlog of the office. I found new ways in which I could manipulate the third tripod that you're not seeing in this video, the one for my ring light. So guys, from now onwards, we'll have better shots. You'll be able to see exactly what I'm making, whether it's baking, whether it's cooking. We'll have better shots. So after maybe a good 30 minutes of struggling, I decided to stop, because it was really dark, and the kitchen doesn't have a proper lighting. So I just had to start with the preparation of preparing dinner rather. So I'm just marinating the meat with all kinds of spices, and you can just use any spice of your choice, or you can just use salt. It's really up to you, whatever works for you. And I think I just used paprika, salt. The third one is the lemon and herb. That's it. So, and it was really, really nice. So this is how it looks. I'll let it rest for a few minutes before putting it in the oven. And this tomato that I'm showing you guys, I came from my garden, like my first tomato harvest from my garden. But unfortunately I had to go and buy onions, because like I've been saying guys, onions, it's one of those things that are really difficult for me. They just don't, I don't know, maybe I'm not doing it the right way, like planting it the right way, taking care of it the right way. But yeah, onions, I'm just struggling with onions. But tomatoes, this time around, I'm really, really happy. So yeah, let's get into the video. So I'm starting preparing my veggies, cutting out my onions and tomatoes. That's it. That's all we're gonna use today. No herbs, and because we've been using a lot of those lately, so it's just herbs and tomatoes, just to excuse me, just to thicken the sauce and to add some texture to the sauce. So you'll see how I do my sauce. A lot of you might it's a little bit controversial, so but that's how I love making my sauce. So let's continue watching, guys. So after the 30 minutes, I am now putting the pieces of meat and getting them ready for the oven. But usually I love marinating like the night before, so that the following day the marinade is really in the meat and just tastes a lot better. Wow, I can't talk, I can't speak today. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, as usual, it's per tradition. I believe this is how majority of us do it. We start with the onions, we put in tomatoes, then we move along. I also specifically put some spices in here, something that you can definitely skip. It's not mandatory, or you're not required to do that. So in fact, it was just paprika that I used just to add to the color, to make the sauce a bit reddish. And then I went ahead, I added a little bit of lemon in there just. More of tomato sauce. I added tomato sauce. Also, it just all this is just to play around, guys. I always say my kitchen is my lab, is my science lab. So I just do whatever comes to mind. So here I'm throwing in my soup pack. Then this is what I was talking about, the controversial. Others put the soup in water and then pour it in here. But as for me, I do it like this. I like frying it with all the spices, then I add water as it should. So as you can see, as I'm mixing, I'm trying to see the consistency. If it's still thick, I add more water until I get the right consistency that I want, because I also don't like my soup to be watery. You call it soup, other call it gravy, you call it, yeah. If you are on this channel, you'll hear more of soup than gravy and sauce. But it's still I believe the same thing. Yeah, so I threw the meat in the oven. I love keeping my dinner really simple. So my husband, last night or yesterday, he's the one who made dinner, and he cooked rice, and he made, I don't know why he chose the biggest pot. He chose the biggest pot and cooked like a lot of rice. So we didn't finish it the previous day, the last night. So that's what we're gonna have. I laid it in there for too long. So this is what we got. So this is how our dinner is gonna be. So we have our nice sauce in there, and then we have our rice in there. So I have to close this vlog here, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share.